Hey everyone, Jeff here from Films at Home, and today we've got a real contender for one of the best 4K discs of all time. Today's 4K movie is The Fugitive, and I'm going to be talking about the movie itself very briefly, and then talking visuals, audio, packaging, and special features, and whether or not this one's worth upgrading to 4K for your collection. So, believe it or not, this is the 30th anniversary of The Fugitive. Classic movie. Harrison Ford and Tommy Lee Jones are both absolutely incredible in this. Tommy Lee Jones won an Oscar. I saw somebody else say this and I couldn't say it better myself. Like, they don't make them like this anymore. They just don't make movies like this. It has so many great moments, big set pieces too. It doesn't, chop and cut every 5 seconds. It lets you kind of digest and sit with the characters, and just some great screenwriting. And I wish they made more movies like this. Not everything has to be superhero, not everything has to be franchise, not everything has to be over the top weird. This is just a straightforward, great story, great movie, action, drama, excellent performances. They really don't make them like this anymore. So this was remastered in 4K for the 30th anniversary. My friend Adam Yeen wrote a great article. He interviewed the director who worked on the restoration of this film. If you want to read that, it's over on the Oscars site. I'll link it in the description. And it's been unconfirmed. I couldn't find confirmation, but there's thought that there was actually an 8K source of this, and this is the 4K master. I haven't been able to confirm that, but I'll tell you what, it sure looks that way. This was one of the sharpest looking movies that I've watched in 4K in a long time, and it actually blew me away that it was 30 years old, because you could have told me this was made yesterday. It was so sharp. This remaster was incredibly well done. The detail on this, and this is what you get when you have a good source, a good original negative, and a good team restoring it. Clearly a lot of time and effort went into this because it's pristine. It looks like that 35 millimeter fresh out of the camera look. The color grading also remained very faithful to what I think is the original color grade, which is a little bit on the cooler side, because a lot of this movie is it leans that way. It's got a very blue gray color palette, but when it needs to be warmer and it needs to be a little bit brighter, say like a courtroom scene, it does, and it handles all these different color palettes very, very well. I really couldn't find any flaws with this transfer, and that means there's really no flaws with the negative, or they completely cleaned it up, because it's just, there isn't a scratch or a piece of dirt on this thing. I thought I was watching, I wouldn't be surprised if this truly was like an 8K source that's been downscaled to 4K for this release, because it's just super, super sharp. Clarity all around. Looking at Harrison Ford, his beard, his hair, I was like, I could pull out the grays out of his beard and pick the whites from the grays. It was that clear. You could see every beard hair. Just crazy, crazy quality on this. So I'm really, really happy with what Warner Brothers has done here for the 30th anniversary. This is a must-see disc. And as great as it looks, we got to talk about the sound, because this got a Dolby Atmos upgrade, and it's the type of movie that has plenty of Atmos moments, which definitely enhanced the experience at home. I think it had very good audio tracks in the past. They're no slouch. They sounded great, but this Atmos just takes it to the next level. One of the scenes I went back to multiple times with the Atmos was, probably the most bombastic scene in the film, but when the bus rolls off the road, rolls down onto the train tracks, and then the train hits the bus, and that whole scene sounded fantastic. Maybe I'm just so excited with all the new audio equipment I got and stuff from my new home theater build, but man, I was just super impressed. And of course, dialogue is super clear, but those little object-based moments that the Atmos track gives you just enhance it that little bit more. And I still feel that Atmos gives you better low frequency, and I don't know if that's because of the object based. Again, I'm not a sound engineer. I don't fully 100% understand the inside workings of Atmos. I know what sounds good, and every time I listen to an Atmos track, it does seem that the bass and the subwoofer levels are enhanced, and they're a lot deeper, and they hit harder. So whatever's going on with this track in particular, thumbs up, 2 thumbs up, because it's really great. Now, the cover art, it's fine. haven't loved what Warner Brothers has been doing with the cover art lately. From The Exorcist, it's not the best. It's a little plain. I wish for 30th anniversary I would have wanted a little bit more, but it's fine. Has the slipcover, same art in the inside. This one is just the 4K disc. So there's no Blu-ray disc. There is a digital code which will redeem in 4K. For special features on this, you do get a new introduction by director Andrew Davis and Harrison Ford. You get the commentary by Andrew Davis and Tommy Lee Jones. Tommy Lee Jones is, I think, solid on commentaries. You get The Fugitive, Thrill of the Chase, 2 documentaries, Derailed, Anatomy of a Train Wreck, which breaks down that scene. Really interesting stuff. And On the Run with The Fugitive, and then the theatrical trailer. So actually pretty decent. Like, there's total time here, I think it's under 2 hours, but it's close to like 2 hours of bonus features. I mean, if you include the commentary, I guess you could call it over 2 hours of bonus features. So not bad, pretty good, because some of the Warner stuff lately, I'll say, has been stripped down. In fact, Evil Dead Rise came with no special features, so to get any is a good thing. So overall, The Fugitive, a great movie, a must-see for movie fans. If you've never seen it, go get it on 4K, because it's a pristine transfer with an incredible Atmos soundtrack and an incredible Atmos audio track and just incredible performances. Tommy Lee Jones and Harrison Ford are an awesome duo, and I wish they had done more together. Andrew Davis directed the hell out of this movie. It's so much fun. Warner Brothers nails it with the 4K UHD here. Best way to watch this movie right now, hands down, is this. I don't think you could find a film reel out there playing at a theater that's going to give you the quality this 4K disc does. So go check it out on 4K. I highly, highly recommend it, and I easily see this one making top 5 discs of the year, and probably could have been number 1 if it wasn't for something called Oppenheimer. So if you want to pick this one up, I'll leave a link down in the description where you can grab it. That'll help support my channel, so I appreciate that. And as always, if you enjoyed this video and you want more on physical media and movies, I've been doing all kinds of new content, so make sure you're subscribed here to the channel and follow me on social media, where we have hundreds of thousands of new followers on Instagram and TikTok. It's been incredible, the growth. So follow me over there. Links are in the description or right here in the QR code. So thanks for watching. Definitely check out The Fugitive on 4K. Thank you to Warner Brothers for sending this one my way. And stay safe, stay healthy out there, guys. And I'll talk to you all soon.